We're switching gears for this week's Inside Athletics, brought to you by the IAAF. Hi, I'm your host, Atto Bolden, and we have our very first race walker on the program. He has had a phenomenal last 12 months, and that's because in the 50K walk, he is the world champion from 2015. He also took home the gold at the Rio Olympics. Our guest this evening is Matej Toth of Slovakia. Matej, I am breaking new ground by welcoming you to Inside Athletics. We have never had a race walker on, so welcome to you.
It's very good for race walking that I'm here.
Tell me how you got started in the event and what brought you into race walking.
It was maybe lucky because I attended a class where we train all athletics events, and we also trial walking, and I was maybe second or third from a class. And we have a very good coach in my hometown in Slovakia, and he was a very good motivator. And he learned me to love this event. And before, I have no relationship to race walking. I can imagine that I can be a race walker, but he was a very good motivator, and he showed us how to train, how to be better and better, and success.
Now, you've won everything there is to win the last calendar year. You're world champion back from Beijing, and you're also Olympic champion from Rio. What have you discovered maybe in the last year that you have found has sort of elevated your results? Because you were winning before, but not like you are now. You are the dominant race walker in the 50K. Has something changed?
Maybe after 2013, I was fifth in the Moscow World Championship, and I thought that it's top of my possibility, but I changed the coach, and we tried to find some details what to improve, and we found, for example, food, for example, better relationship with trainer, with my coach every day, working with technique, not the rules of race walking, but effectivity of race walking. So these maybe 2-3 details was the last steps to improve from 5th or 6th place until the top. And last year was my best year because not only world championship, not only I became a world champion, but also I did third best time ever on 50K. So it was the best year. This year was a little bit harder. It was tough because I was injured all the spring. And it was like a miracle that I can prepare for Olympics, and it was not so easy to win in Beijing. It was much harder, but that's why maybe I'm more lucky and luckier for this winning.
What, in your opinion, are the elements that are necessary to develop a champion race walker? Because there are people, you said that you had no relationship with it, and a coach finds you, it sort of grows on you, and now here you are, world champion, Olympic champion. So there's a young person out there who goes, well, maybe I'd like to try that. But are there certain things, because I look at the event and there are tall people, there are short people, there are thin people, there are wide people. Is there one thing that you guys all have in common?
I'm not sure. Maybe the most important is endurance. Not only in the competition, but I trained 20 years, and I did maybe almost 100,000 kilometers in race walking. Wow. So I think you have to be patient and be better step by step every year, and try to go to the top. Not only one. Not everybody can be on the top. It's sure that. Only a couple of us from us it's Olympic champion, but I think that I think it's not big differences between us. It's maybe about lucky of good people, maybe a little bit talents, endurance, but if you are Olympic champion, maybe you have to be a little bit more inside of you. But for me, it's normal because I did it, normal boy from a small country in Europe. So. For me, it's just a normal thing to do what I like, and every year do a little bit better and better, and the top is this year.
Tell me about the training for your event.
It's normally around 120, but A couple of weeks it's 80, 90, but maybe 5-6 weeks before Olympics I did 205 kilometers per week by walking. So
that's far.
yeah, it's endurance training, you know, and you have to do a little bit also speed sessions, maybe 10 times 200 or 10 times 500. For us, it's sub-maximal speed. Also, you have to do long distance, for example, 40K training or 35, but also something in the piece of competition. So, for example, 25, 30 kilometers. So it's every day something another, but every week it's very similar, especially on training camps. But for example, week in these days, in November, for example, it's much easier. It's maybe I do 80Ks. It's easy, and it's just like start of preparation.
Now you're married with children, right? Okay. Tell me what your kids think about what Daddy does for a living.
They're proud of me, of course.
Well, I hope so.
Yeah.
But specifically about the event, I mean, are they encouraged? I imagine they probably race walk around the house a lot.
Yeah, especially in our time, it's many race walkers and also in Slovakia, it's big tradition. We had Olympic champion in 1988, so it's a big tradition of these events. And for my two children, it's normal because they saw it from they was 1 year old, and it's natural for them.
Yeah. What has been the reaction back home? Slovakia, you said, obviously has a tradition in that event. If we had to rank you in the most popular athletes back home, where would you be? Top 10, top 20, top 50, top 100?
I think that this year or maybe last 2 years is top 3.
Wow.
Yeah, because we have Peter Sagan, the most famous cyclist. Also some famous tennis player, maybe a football player. But every year it's Athlete of the Year in Slovakia. And last year I was second. And this year it's a big fight between me and maybe Peter Sagan and Dominika Cibulková, winner of Masters or ATP Tour. So it's very popular in Slovakia.
Now, when you won the title in Rio, you dethroned the Olympic champion from 2012. We look at an event like the decathlon or the heptathlon, and they really see the event as themselves versus the event. There's a real camaraderie in those events. Is race walk like that, or are there like bitter rivalries in the sport and you guys hate each other? What's the chemistry? What's the dynamic like in the race walk fraternity?
I think that we are like a small family because not so much race walker all over the world.
Yes.
There is many race walkers that from top level there is maybe 20, 30 race walkers in some countries. So we know each other. We are good friends. And for example, the wife of Jared Talent, he was second place. Just found me 3Ks before the finish, and I was maybe 50 meters behind Jared. So,
wow.
So that shows that we are very good friends. Yeah. Of course, that everyone from us try to win, try to be the champion. But after the race, we are very good friends and good family.
Well, this has been very educational for me. I will admit that the race walk is not something I had a lot of knowledge about, but I am definitely more of a fan of it now, and a lot of respect to you on being world and Olympic champion, and all the best in the future.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.